Cardinals Flight Plan with head coach Bruce Arians is brought to you in part by Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness. And by Copper Point Mutual. At work for you. Now, a closer look at the factors that led to the team's 11th win.
All right, Coach, let's go ahead and look at that St. Louis Rams game a little bit deeper here and talk about the week that has been. Ryan Lindley is going to be your starting quarterback coming up. Why did you go with Ryan Lindley?
Well, in the ball game, it was one of those games that, experience is more important than maybe talent. And like I said all along, Logan's going to be a great player, I think. But I didn't want him to go out there in that situation. As confident as he would have been, I thought Ryan would handle this situation better. And going into this week, I think both guys will play. I'm not a two-quarterback guy, but I think both of them bring some things to the game.
How will that look, Bruce? How much different will the two offenses be if, in fact, that is the case? You go with Logan Thomas and Ryan Lindley.
Oh, they're very similar. There's been packages that we've run with Ryan since training camp, and we've had packages with Logan in training camp, and we've almost dialed those up a couple of times in games when Carson was healthy.
What do you think are Ryan Lindley's strengths, Bruce?
I think, first of all, he's tough and he's smart. That's the first ingredient to all quarterbacks for me. And he's accurate. He's got an accuracy about him, and he's strong. He's a strong-arm guy. He can put it down the field. But, the one thing he has to watch is when he moves around a little bit, he'll get a little bit high, especially going down the middle. Happened the other night. And, those are things that I've got to put him in a position to be successful.
Coach, Stephon Taylor and Kerwin Williams has really formed a nice little 1-2 punch for you here. Why do you think this combination has been so effective?
Well, they're good downhill runners. And we were more of a lateral zone running team for most of the season because that was Andre's style. And like I've always said, you don't ask the guys to do things that they're not comfortable with. These are downhill runners. We're going to put them in downhill situations. We're still going to run to the sidelines, but they're good jump cut runners, positive yard runners, and that's where we're going to put them.
Coach, it seems like the offensive line is starting to come around, and this is the time of year. I don't know if there could be a better trend for a football team. Talk a little bit about the offensive line and the job they've done.
Yeah, for 2 straight weeks, we've done a nice job of pushing people back, keeping them off our grass, and letting those two guys hit it downhill. And I'm going to throw Darren Phillips in there. He's had a really nice 2 weeks as the primary tight end blocker. He's growing on the fly as we speak. He's a basketball player who everything's new to, but he has learned that if he'll stick his face in there and drive his big body, he can block.
Jared Valdir has had a Pro Bowl type season, and you have really complimented him here of late. What about Bobby Massey? What about the other tackle?
Bobby has been really, really solid. He gave up a sack to Houston, but his pass protection has been fantastic, and he continues to improve as a run blocker.
You got 3 veterans on the defensive side of the ball that are just playing out of their minds. You got Larry Foote, Frosty Rucker, and Tommy Kelly. Can you put a price tag on veteran leadership at this time of year?
No, that's what drives the team, and the young guys follow. They don't know any better, and these guys are playing and preparing at a very high level. And that's the beautiful thing. The young guys are learning this is how you prepare as a pro, and this is how you play as a pro. And no matter if you're hurt, beat up, whatever it is, you take care of your body, you're in the film room, and you show up on Sunday.
Punter Drew Butler and Justin Bethel and Mike Leach, they have formed a very, very good punt cover team. My old coach, Gene Stallings, used to say that it's the best offensive play we have, other than scoring a touchdown, punting the football because of the field position and the fact that you can almost bank on gaining 40-plus yards in field position. Do you view the punt as an offensive play?
No, there's no doubt. Yeah, it swaps field position, and Drew, he hit a landmark. He tied Dave's record for 6 inside the 20, and this ball game was huge to make them go that far. And their punter was bombing at us, but Teddy hit a big return to swap field position.
Still to come, a look at Sunday's opponent, the Seattle Seahawks. But next, receiver Jerron Brown was wired for sound in St. Louis. When we return, to Cardinals Flight Plan, presented by Dignity Health.